Well, welcome. Good evening, everybody. Maybe you're in that house and you're getting dinner going on. It's like 5:30 p.m. Maybe you're cooking up something good. Well, welcome. Turn up the volume. You have just entered the room in the space of the Dynamic Life Show, where we want to connect you to the resources in your community and surrounding area to help you do just that. We're all about living that dynamic life. We want you to not just live, but we want you to thrive. So welcome. I'm your host, Deronda Michelle, and I got some good news for y'all, those who are interested in the real estate industry. That's what we're talking about on today's show. All about getting you into that real estate industry space so that you can know how to put your foot in the door, also so you can know how to build generational wealth in that real estate space, and so that you can also know the importance of developing a team as you're in that real estate space. So if you're excited like I am, I want you to go ahead, get your pen, get your paper, grab you something fresh to drink, and we will be right back. Hey, did you go get your pen? Did you go get your paper? I got lots of great information for you. Guess what? Today's guest he's been rocking it out in this real estate space, I can think for about 5 years. He's also a family man, and so he is building that family owned business, and he's going to tell you why that's so important for building generational wealth. He's also going to talk to you about building a team. He's that team player, and he wants to let you know just how important that is to have a team surrounding you when you're in this industry space. So welcome to my guest.
Thank you.
Mr. Quinten White.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited.
This is a blessing to be here, and I just want to say thank you for having me on, and this opportunity.
Absolutely.
This is nice.
You're totally welcome, and I'm so excited to have you here today. You've been a busy man.
I really have.
One thing about the real estate industry, it could be zoom.
Yeah.
It could be a little quiet. So what's going on in this real estate space nowadays for right now? What's been happening?
So in the real estate space right now, pandemic has happened, and that has affected us in a major way. Interest rates fell to a all-time low, and then they came back up. And what happened during that time was it created a seller's market where the demand for the property exceeded the inventory that was available. So we're kind of mellowing back out now to where we're seeing houses stay on the market for a little bit longer. If anything that was staying on the market beyond 2 or 3 days during the pandemic, you knew it's something wrong with this property. You know what I mean? But now we're averaging between 7 and 10 days on the market.
That's still pretty quick.
Yeah, it's still pretty quick. And taking away the seller's kind of negotiation power, where they're able to dictate the terms. So it's mellowing out, and it's becoming slowly but surely a buyer's market. I would say like that's pretty much the state of the industry right now. The interest rates have came back up, and it's not one of the one of the most progressive industries
Okay.
at this particular time.
Mm-hmm.
But with everything, it's a cycle.
Okay.
So
Right.
there's ups, there's downs.
Yeah.
You know, we're kind of in a little bubble
Mm-hmm.
right now, but
Mm-hmm.
we're coming back out of it.
Okay. Well, I know you've been rocking it out in this space for about what? Has it been 5 years or
5 years in November.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
5 years.
So Quinten, what made you want to start in the real estate industry?
So
How did you start?
What made me want to get started in the real estate industry was really based on my desire to provide
Okay.
for my family.
Gotcha.
And also for my passion, which is music. I love real estate,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm growing a passion for it, but I really jumped into real estate to make sure I had a foundation
Mm-hmm.
to support in a financial space
Okay.
for the music endeavors.
Got you. Because music can be up and down as well.
Yes, it can.
You're a hit sometimes, and other times it kind of, like you said, mellows out.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, I think it's important for the listeners to know if you're interested in this space, you need to know that there's an ebb and flow to this as well.
Yep.
And, you know, there's no one-hit wonder in music, and there's no one-hit overnight sensation in real estate either.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but I wanted to talk to you about the fact that you said one of the things was important is providing for your family. And
Yeah.
so I know you created this as a business. Quinten White is the White House Group,
It is.
part of Realty Excellence Group.
Yep.
And so I know you said that you started this also as a provider. And so why is it important for you when it comes to that generational wealth, using real estate to help you fuel that generational wealth?
Yeah, I feel like that's a great question, by the way. I feel like it's pertinent that we leave something for the generation that's coming behind us in terms of legacy, right?
Absolutely.
Because let's be honest, our forefathers may not have had the opportunities that we have during this present moment to set up the generation that's coming behind us. So real estate is something that will always be sold, right? So
True.
no matter where you are, you're in real estate.
Okay.
Right? This is real estate that we're in right now.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
if you're listening to this, you know, you may be sitting on in a car in a driveway, but that's real estate that you're sitting on.
Absolutely.
You know, so real estate is something that it's not a fly by night type of thing. It will be here forever. And I wanted to make sure that my legacy had an opportunity to reap the benefits of the seeds that I've sown, of the relationships that I've cultivated, the knowledge, right? Because for lack of knowledge, the people perish.
Right.
And I feel like I wanted to make sure that it was something secure.
Yeah.
You know, some security.
I love that because you know what? A lot of times people don't think long term.
Right.
You know, they jump, as Steve Harvey said. He wants people to jump, and sometimes it's all about making those moves in faith. But you still have the practicality and come on, the reality check that you need to leave something. You know, I just lost my mom, and one thing I could say about Mom, she set us up. She set us up. Everything was in order.
Wow.
Me and my sister neatly, you know, had to just sign here and talk to this one, and things are set.
Right.
It's so important to pave that way for that next generation to come. So guess what? We're going to go to a commercial, and we're going to talk more about that when we come back.
I'm all for it.
Is that okay?
I'm all for it.
All right then. host, Devonda Michelle. I'm so excited about you being here. I want to know, are you writing these gold nuggets down? I don't want you to miss a thing. I want you to be able to, if you're interested in living your dynamic life by going into the real estate industry, I want you taking down all these notes. I want you taking down all the nuggets because I want you to get started. Living a dynamic life is about living your unique self, being who you are and sharing what you have to offer and your gifts and talents. So living a dynamic life, I don't want it to just start and, next week you change your mind. No, I want you to live a dynamic life every day. So Deronda Michelle is going to connect you to the resources in the community because I want you to thrive in that life that you're creating for yourself. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen with you just wandering through space. You got to plan it out. So grab that pen, grab that paper, and begin to write down the things that I'm discussing with my guest, Mr. Quinten White, owner, real estate agent for the White House Group, part of Realty One Excellence Group. And so we left off talking about that it was a seller's market. He pinned it. He gave you all the details about that house becoming again a buyer's market. And also he talked about generational wealth. Why it's important to create that and be that legacy builder that leaves something for the next generation. Right?
Yeah.
Now I want to kind of just talk about the fact that you're building a team,
Right.
and I want to talk about the importance of having collaborators, having team members, and having other people that not only are you helping build them up, like they say, pull them up by the bootstraps,
Right.
you're helping them build up, but also it's so that you can have a wider impact around it. Your license is for the state of Maryland, right?
Yes.
And so you want a wider impact, so you're kind of like working the net. We call networking, working the net.
Right.
So can you tell them why it's important to also begin to establish a team and collaborate in this space, this realty space?
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody can relate to, I don't know about that, maybe the younger ones, maybe not so much, but Michael Jordan, he was a great player, an amazing player, but he had a team. He had role players. He had Scottie Pippen. He had Pascal. He had B.J. Armstrong. He had these individuals that helped him to acquire something that he was, something that was inside of him that he ultimately wanted to accomplish. But without his team, he probably couldn't have.
It would have stopped right there.
Yeah, and having the key players, I think in scaling your business, not only scaling, but in any business, if you want to, if there's a certain goal that you have in mind to reach the masses or to reach just anybody for that standpoint, you got to identify who's going to help you to do that.
Come on now.
Right? You got to identify. So in real estate, I have to identify who can help me with these contracts, right? Who can assist me with, if I get an influx of buyers, who can help me and assist me with showing these buyers around? Who can help me learn how to structure my business so that I'm set up in the right way for taxes?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, so in developing a team, it's so important because I can't do everything.
Come on now. That's right.
I cannot do, I want to do everything. I really do. Like, I've been doing it, for the longest time. But when you go into a space of delegating, then you become able in a way to scale your business to reach more people than you could reach single-handedly.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And I also think that pouring into individuals, right? If you think about Chick-fil-A, sometimes you're amazed at how every Chick-fil-A you go to, their uniform and they're bright. They're
well coordinated.
You know what I mean? Like that, just flowing from the head down through has come from their training. It's come from, their visionary. It's come from him to impart into what his vision is, and they just run and they execute it. And what the Bible says, write the vision down and make it plain so that those that see it, may run with it.
I love it. And I like what you said at the beginning of this. You said it's all about making those goals, setting those goals. And that's what it takes to live a dynamic life. Quinten, how would you let listeners know how you live a dynamic life in this real estate space.
I keep God first.
Okay.
Right? I keep God
You
first.
said it so quick. I was gonna say, do you want to tell them when we come back? But go right ahead.
Well, I keep God first, and that can be multiple things for different people. But for me, it flows into every aspect of my business because God is an organized God.
Okay. Okay.
God is a God of peace. So when I'm dealing with certain clients and their energy and their emotion may be this is an emotional process.
Oh yeah.
When you're purchasing a house.
Yeah.
So you're going to go through an array of emotions, but
Right.
I'm the conduit to help you express those emotions.
Yeah.
But I still give you the the comfort to know that it's going to get done.
Right.
It's going to get done when we're working together. We stay in the correct mindset, and we push through the trials or the hurdles that may come about. We push through all of that, and we're going to get to our end goal.
Awesome.
And
absolutely,
that's what I do.
I want to keep that in mind when you're helping me sell Mom's house.
Yeah.
You're my mom.
Yeah.
My mom, and I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to go with the flow, and and so I'm excited about having you here today. But I want our listeners, those who are interested in real estate, those who maybe have a house to sell or one they want to purchase, I want to tell them when we come back how to get in touch with you.
For sure.
So that you can help them keep those emotions in check.
Yeah.
When it's time for them
That's big.
To strike that deal.
Right.
Okay? Listen, if you've been tuned in, we've been talking to real estate agent Quinten White. Stay tuned because I want you to be able to reach him and get your deal done.
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing education and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the CoyoteMan Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancepecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancepecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present because the future is not promised. Act now.
I'm excited about you being here today because it's all about creating that dynamic life that you want to see yourself living. Not just living, but thriving in your own unique space that you had. You know, we are paying real estate while we're here on this earth.
Yeah.
This life that we're living, we are living that life so that we can carve out that real estate for ourselves in the world.
Yeah.
And so, but we're talking about physical housing, you know, commercial real estate, residential real estate. Talk to our listeners about some of the opportunities that are in this real estate space before we wrap it up and let them know how they can reach you after this segment is over. I want them to keep in touch with you. I want them to be able to reach out to you and get their questions answered, because so much can happen in this real estate space. I'm proud to say this is my son, you guys. This is my son, and his wife helps him in the business, my daughter-in-law. And so I am so proud of him and excited about what he has accomplished. You know, he's a little shy, but he's brought in about $7 million worth of deals, I think, a few years ago, like his maybe his first year, about second year. The first year was about $4 million worth of deals. The second year, about $7 million worth of deals. So I praise God that he's that humble guy, but he knows his stuff, and I want you to be able to contact him after this segment is over. But Quinten, how can our listeners know how they can live a dynamic life in this real estate space?
Yeah, you can live a dynamic life by just a simple purchase, right? If you purchase your first home, it don't got to be the immaculate property. It could be a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, you know, but what's going to happen is over some time, that property is going to appreciate. And during that time, you know, you would have made your mortgage payments, and at the end, when you go to sell it or rent it out, because you'll have options, you'll have equity, right? So you'll have the ability to pull out money that you can utilize for whatever, just by positioning yourself to buy one home.
That's it.
Like, a lot of us aren't able to call our rich uncle and say, hey, can I get 50K? You know, a lot of us aren't, we don't have that, you know, we don't have that capability.
I know I don't.
You know,
if he out there somewhere, come on in.
You know, but, you know, 5 to 10 years from now, after you've been in that home, let's just say you paying $1,200 a month for your mortgage, where you could be paying more as a rental, but that $1,200 is now an investment into your future for future collateral in terms of equity. So yep. So you can utilize that to purchase your bigger home, your lifelong home, or, you know, take it and use it and put it towards an investment.
You can literally see your dollars at work.
Yes.
Whereas, you know, not always as a renter can you see that.
Yeah.
But as that investor into your property, and, you know, you can see your dollars at work.
You can.
And like you said, you can leave it to your generation that's coming after you.
Yes.
So that's going to help you, my listeners, live that dynamic life. I'm so excited for you and the listeners, because guess what? Knowledge is power. But I always add this at the end. Knowledge is power if it's applied. So if you're considering going into real estate, maybe you're just about to graduate high school, maybe you're just about to graduate college, you know, a lot of times it's not pressed upon us to be that entrepreneur. We're groomed through academics to work for somebody else.
Yeah.
But real estate is a way that you can be in business for yourself.
Yeah.
Real estate is a way that you can start out part-time and you know, advance to full-time.
Yeah.
You know, real estate is a way that you can shine in your own lane of brilliance. And so, Mr. White, that's what you have done here today. I appreciate you taking time to stop by the Dynamic Life Show with Deronda Michelle. I know you're busy. I appreciate you carving out the time. Yes. Listeners, you're on the CoyoteMan Show Network. And all you got to do is go to the CoyoteManShowOnline.com to get in touch with us. Let me know how you enjoyed this segment of the show. Next week, we're going to have an educator, because guess what? School is about to start. School is about to start. And I want you to be able to soar in that space as well. Live that dynamic life through the school system. And so, without further ado, Mr. White, how can they reach out to you?
They can reach out to me, Instagram, QWhite the Realtor.
Okay.
Or website is the whitehouse-group.com.
The whitehouse-group.com.
Yep.
Y'all got it? All my pencil pushers out there. You know, I learned that note takers are money makers. Any money makers out there taking notes? Guess what? Say that again for the people who had to run and get a pen.
Yeah. So QWhite the Realtor.
QWhite
on Instagram and the whitehouse-group.com.
If you're not on Instagram yet, here's a good reason to get there. Thank you for tuning in to the Dynamic Life Show with Deronda Michelle. I'm looking for you to come back next week. So
come on back.
And thank you again. Tell somebody about it. All right? Have a good one. And what you cooking over there? I know it's dinner time. What y'all making? Send me something. A sister ready to eat, okay? Take care. Y'all be blessed.